The story of King Chitraketu and his transformation. This tale from the Skanda Purana is a powerful story of attachment, loss, and spiritual awakening. It highlights the importance of surrender, detachment, and understanding the impermanence of worldly life. Once, there was a mighty king named Chitraketu, who ruled his kingdom with wisdom and prosperity. He had countless riches, loyal subjects, and a grand palace. However, despite his wealth and power, the king was deeply unhappy. He had many wives, but no children to continue his lineage. His heart yearned for an heir, and he prayed fervently to the gods for this blessing. One day, the sage Angiras visited the king's court. Seeing the sorrow in Chitraketu's eyes, the sage asked, "Why are you so unhappy, O king? You have everything one could desire." The king replied, "Great sage, I lack only one thing, a child. Without an heir, all my wealth and achievements feel meaningless." Angiras, moved by the king's sincerity, performed a sacred ritual and blessed the king, saying, "You will soon have a son. However, remember this, the same son who brings you joy will also cause you great sorrow." As foretold, one of Chitraketu's queens, Chitraketu, bore him a son. The king was overjoyed, and his palace was filled with celebrations. Chitraketu doted on the child, showering him with love and attention. His heart swelled with happiness, and he believed his life was now complete. However, the king's excessive attachment to his son caused discord in his household. His other queens, feeling neglected and envious, plotted to harm the child. In a moment of jealousy, they poisoned the young prince, and he passed away in his sleep. When the king discovered his son's lifeless body, he was devastated. His cries of grief echoed through the palace. Queen Chitraketu, too, was inconsolable, and the entire kingdom mourned the loss of the young prince. Sage Angiras returned to the palace, this time accompanied by Narada Muni, the divine sage. Seeing Chitraketu's unbearable sorrow, Narada spoke, "O king, why do you mourn so deeply? Do you not know that life is impermanent? Just as rivers flow into the ocean and then return as rain, the soul journeys through countless lives. This son was never truly yours, nor is he truly lost. He was but a traveler passing through your life." To ease the king's pain, Narada Muni used his mystical powers to summon the soul of the departed prince. The soul appeared before them, radiating divine light. Narada asked the soul, "O great one, do you recognize this man as your father?" The soul replied, "In my countless births, I have had many fathers, mothers, and children. Who among them is truly mine? In this lifetime, I was brought here to fulfill a karmic connection with this king, and now my journey continues." Attachment binds us to sorrow, but the soul is eternal and free. Hearing these words, King Chitraketu's heart began to understand the impermanence of life. He realized that his grief was born from his own attachment, not the reality of his son's journey. With Narada and Angiras as his guides, Chitraketu renounced his excessive attachment to worldly pleasures and relationships. He began to see life as a fleeting moment in the soul's eternal journey. Under their guidance, he immersed himself in spiritual practice and meditation, eventually attaining divine wisdom. As a result of his devotion, Lord Vishnu appeared before Chitraketu and blessed him with liberation. The king, now free from sorrow and attachment, became a beacon of spiritual knowledge for others. Moral of the story. The story of King Chitraketu teaches us several profound lessons. Attachment leads to suffering. Excessive attachment to worldly relationships and possessions blinds us to the transient nature of life. Life is impermanent. Everything we hold dear is temporary, and recognizing this truth helps us live with greater acceptance and peace. The soul is eternal. The essence of life lies in the soul's journey, not in the fleeting connections we make in this world. Spiritual awakening transforms pain. Through surrender, wisdom, and devotion, even the greatest sorrow can lead to spiritual liberation. This timeless tale from the Skanda Purana continues to inspire seekers on the path of self-realization, reminding us to rise above attachments and embrace the eternal nature of the soul. Om Namah Shivaya.